The rain came down in sheets that evening, turning sidewalks into rivers and skies into chaos. Inside the dimly lit diner on 5th and Monroe, 22-year-old Daniel wiped down the counter for the third time, watching the storm rage through the foggy glass windows. He was bone-tired. The double shifts, the aching feet, and the mounting bills weighed on him like stones tied to his chest. Yet through it all, he managed to keep a smile, not because life was easy, but because giving up wasn't an option. Just as he was getting ready to lock up for the night, the bell above the diner door jingled. A woman stumbled inside, soaked from head to toe. Her coat clung to her body, her hair was plastered to her cheeks, and she looked like she hadn't planned on being caught in the rain. Daniel quickly grabbed a towel from behind the counter and rushed over. "Ma'am, here, take this." "You're drenched," he said with genuine concern. The woman, in her late 20s, looked up, surprised by the kindness. Her name was Emily, though Daniel wouldn't know that until later. "Thank you," she whispered, clutching the towel. "I just missed my car. My driver's stuck in traffic, and my phone died." Daniel nodded, handing her a steaming cup of tea without asking. "It's on the house. You can wait here as long as you need." She sat quietly in a corner booth as the rain thudded against the windows, watching this young man serve the few remaining customers with grace despite the obvious fatigue in his movements. There was something deeply human about him. He was kind, not for show, not for gain, just kind. Eventually, her driver called the diner, and Emily stood to leave. But as she looked out at the rain still pouring, Daniel noticed her flinch. Without a second thought, he walked to the door, took off his apron, and handed her his only umbrella, a worn but sturdy one. "You'll need this more than I will tonight," he said with a chuckle. "Go home safe." "But, won't you need it?" she asked, eyes wide. Daniel smiled. "It's just water." She took the umbrella, hesitant, her eyes studying his face for a moment longer than necessary. "Thank you," she said, touched. Then she disappeared into the storm. The next morning, Daniel arrived at the diner at 7 a.m. sharp. He was preparing coffee when a sleek black Rolls-Royce pulled up outside. Everyone, customers, staff, even the cook, turned to look. Out stepped the same woman, but she looked very different. Her designer coat, polished heels, and the man trailing behind her with a suitcase made it clear, this woman wasn't just anyone. She walked up to the counter, placed the umbrella gently on it, and looked Daniel in the eye. "You probably don't know who I am," she began. "But I'm Emily Lancaster. My family owns the Lancaster Group. We invest in people who deserve more than the world has given them." Daniel blinked, stunned. She smiled softly. "You didn't know who I was, and you still treated me like I mattered. UGA.